up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer A Day with TK. Today is a special day. It's my wife's birthday, so we went out to dinner at the Mexican restaurant, and we came back to record a beer video. Just wanted to say happy birthday. She helps me with all the videos, records them, makes sure my hair isn't a mess, and drives me to breweries and beer shops when I can't get there myself. So I appreciate it. Happy birthday, and thanks for making these videos possible. All right, for our beer today, we have Santa's Reserve. This is 2020 Santa's Private Reserve from Rogue Ales. Over the last 2 days, I've hit up a couple different shops, and it seems like the Christmas beers are everywhere. I picked up a bunch of different ones. I'll try them over the next couple weeks, but this one really kind of stood out to me. Rogue is a cool brewery. They always do these kind of bombers of different interesting beers. I know they did like the Voodoo Doughnut one in the past. They always do some crazy stuff. So this one is a Peppermint Bark Milk Stout, 8.3% ABV. When I first saw this, I thought it's going to be great or it's going to be terrible. Generally speaking, I like peppermint and I like milk stout, so sounds like a decent combination to me. Rogue Ales, again, I'm sure most of you are kind of familiar with them. They've been around since 1988. Dead Guy Ale is probably the one they're most famous for. You do see that at a lot of restaurants or things like that. But they do a lot of these more niche beers as well. So I'm always kind of excited when I see one on the shelves and happy to pick them up. Over the years, I've had a mixed relation with them. Some of them I think are really good. Some of them are funky in flavors that just don't work for me. But they're always interesting to taste because these guys take risks and put these kind of really crazy beers out there. So I'm interested to check this one out. When you look on the bottle, it's kind of cool on the back. They have a little beer blurb. I'll read that first. It says, dedicated to those on the naughty list. Santa's vision for this year's private reserve came to him in the candy cane forest where he was busy harvesting peppermint bark to make one of his favorite treats. He called us and ecstatically blurted out, Peppermint Bark Milk Stout. He needed not say any more. We got right to it. We got right to work brewing it up for him. Santa was elated with the results, and we think you will be too. Happy holidays. What's kind of cool on the back, they have this little star, and it kind of, I guess it's supposed to be a guide. It has roast, bitter, sweet, chocolate, and malt. So I guess this is on the malt, chocolate, and sweet side, and not so much the roasty and and bitter. And then on top of it, they also have these food pairings, which is kind of cool. On the bottom, it says, pair it with deviled eggs, vomit, the worst thing in the world. Pork roast, I dig that. Pork roast I'm a fan of. And sugar cookies, also a fan of those. So it's kind of interesting. They have some pairing suggestions. I couldn't imagine drinking a dark peppermint ale with a deviled egg as nasty. They also have some stats here on the side. So it has the ABV, which is 8.3. We're all familiar with that by now. IBUs, it's a 26. But what was also cool here, they had SRM 163. So I was unfamiliar with SRM, had to go look it up. And it is a standard reference method. So SRM is essentially a way to measure the color of a beer. So basically, and again, I'm summarizing this, they take 1 centimeter of the beer and then they shoot a light through it at a wavelength. And I guess whatever the attenuation is of the light through that amount of beer gives you some kind of grade. So just for reference, I think a 2 was on the low end, would be like a pale ale. Anything that's 40 or above is an imperial stout. So 40 or above is an imperial stout. This is 163. So I imagine this is going to be quite dark in color. All right, let's check it out. Untapped had this. It had a 3.98, but there were only 216 folks who checked in. Beer Advocate, NA. No ratings at all. Nobody tried it. They had some ratings for last year's. It looked like last year's. It looks like every year, obviously, it's different. Last year's must have been some kind of cherry-based one, and it looked like it got pretty decent reviews. The smell is nice. The smell just straight out of the bottle is kind of the lactose you'd expect from a milk stout with a little bit of peppermint. The glassware, I'm going with my Ben Franklin glass today. I think he'd approve. That is dark. I think that's worthy of a 163. You're not seeing through that. That's pretty much black. The foam, the head is kind of a nice dark tan color. Can't really see any carbonation, but I can hear it. If you listen, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, we can hear the bubbles. Smells mostly like that sweet lactose. You do pick up a little bit of peppermint, and you pick up chocolate, but it's not as pepperminty as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a big peppermint smell. It's really not. Initial taste, I would say, kind of follows in those. You definitely pick up the kind of chocolate taste to it. You definitely pick up that nice sweetness that comes with lactose when they're done in milk stouts. I think people either like them or they don't. I really enjoy that taste. It's like a nice sweetness to it. Not a cloying fake sweetness, but like a nice sweetness. And the peppermint's just kind of there. The peppermint balances it out. Yeah, I think I said this about the lime beer yesterday. Sometimes I expect these flavors to be real big and hit you over the head. The peppermint doesn't do that. The peppermint is just kind of in the back, which I think really, really works. It's kind of a thicker beer. I mean, again, it's a milk stout, kind of a heavier body to it. Nice mouthfeel. It actually tastes kind of like creamy and smooth. It's got a nice, we'll say viscosity, but it's got a nice feel to it. Smells kind of nice. The taste is nice. Overall, I think this is a really good beer. So Rogue, I think you guys hit it out of the park with this one this year. You get a thumbs up. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. If you want to, share the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm always trying to grow the audience and have more people jump in on the beer conversation. If you've had this, let me know what you think about it. So until next time, cheers.